family, I am back with another video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm going to go ahead and get an ancestors message for today. Okay, first I want to give thanks to the Most High for being all seeing, all knowing, all present, being all powerful, and being the only wise God. And giving thanks to my ancestors for their sacred knowledge, wisdom, and strength. And giving thanks to my spirit team for their guidance and support. So let's go ahead and get into this message. We're going to get a crown reading for the ancestor. Then we're going to go in and clarify. Okay, so we have, I live with purpose knowing that my success, healing, and joy are also yours. Thank you for watching over me. Okay, so I live with purpose knowing that my success, healing, and joy are also yours. Thank you for watching over me. Okay, the healer, mender of soul wounds, trauma, and body memory. Okay. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for your return. Let's see, let's get a couple more messages here from the ancestor. Okay, we got plans interrupted, busted, red-handed. Okay, so this has been coming out lately, and it seems like some of are having plans, but they're being busted, like right in the process, being caught literally red-handed. I can't believe this is still going on. Okay, so number L could be significant, or letter L could be significant. And number 7, letter X. Let's get a couple more. X marks the spot. I don't know where they came from. The portal I stepped through, this portal with courage. I carry my ancestors' dream with honor. I trust the journey ahead. Okay, so what I'm getting is this is for a healer. Okay, somebody who have purpose. A mender of souls. Okay. Trauma and body memory. Okay, so I don't know. So I'm getting with this X. This seems like this to be like a target. Okay, so I'm getting someone could be targeting a healer. Okay, the legacy, inheritance, destiny, path, sacred path. You are a part of something greater. Honor the inheritance, material, spiritual, and energetic, and consciously shape the legacy you build. Yeah, so this has something to do with legacy. This has something to do with a healer, legacy, purpose. Okay. Number, what letter is this? U, V, D, O, T could be significant. Okay, could have something to do with the first, last name. Could be significant. And a keeper of secrets. So yeah, a keeper of secrets. Not all silence is for forgetfulness. Some truths wait for the soul ready to receive them. Okay, so this is, yeah, it has something to do with secrets. So somebody could be targeting someone for their secrets. A portal, step through this portal with courage. I carry my ancestors' dreams in honor. I trust the journey. Okay, somebody's on a mission for their ancestors. I could definitely relate. Okay, these letters could be significant. Like I said, T, a D, a V, a U, a O, or an X could be significant. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. It says the foundation. The bottom of the deck says the foundation, roots, core values, sacred grounding, message. Return to what matters Your roots hold the wisdom to sustain your future. So it's like, stick with the ancestors. You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with your ancestors. Okay, that's the roots. That's where we came from. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get some messages from this deck. So, yeah, plans busted, interrupted again. Mom, I seem like we've been interrupting people's plans. Thank God for my gifts. Okay, we'll be able to tap right into what's going on. So we're gonna see what's happening in this reading today. We're gonna go ahead and put some messages. We could just go into them and clarify them. See what's going on. So I'm at, okay. So we got a message from the past over loved one. A message for a past over loved one. So there's a message here. Okay, it says soul exclusion of smear energy, attempting to discredit you through groupthink, silencing your truth by making you a target. Yeah, that's what I kind of felt with this X marks the spot, is what I heard. What is the problem? Triggering insecurities. You preserve your presence, become a mirror to their lack of healing, courage, or truth. And the unhealed self responds with shade. I mean, Jesus Christ. What is the problem? We should do like an insecure reading. People be so insecure. What is the problem? We got a cousin Yeenie at the bottom of the deck. Okay, cousin Yeenie. We're going to go ahead and clear some more energies. Truth speaker, because you speak the truth. Look at this. Exposed you. Truth speaker. Well, I'd rather speak the truth and then tell a lie. Okay? Red flags. Okay, so there's some red flags coming out today. Dang, these messages be so unexpected. It's like he's so busy minding your business, okay, and all of a sudden somebody's insecure, triggered. This you live in your legacy. You the keeper of secrets. You may have secrets, okay, and if they come out on the table, guess what? Ancestor says, speak your truth. All right. So they could be targeting. I'm seeing what this X marks the spot is what I'm getting. Neighbor with three NEIG with 3 kids is coming out today. They're triggered. They're insecure. Okay. They want you to feel weird because you have a gift. Okay. You have a gift. Yeah. But it's not gonna happen. Monitoring spirits. Look at this. Spirit was like, look. Hurry up and do this reading. Okay, because you are not alone. You have monitoring spirits watching, spiritual invasion, energetic mimicry, dream hacking, stagnant cycles, delayed timing, spiritual spying via people, generational gateways, trigger manipulations, false comfort, resistance to deliverance, affirmations of authority. I counsel every agreement, conviction, or gateway that allows monitoring spirits to access me. I walk in divine authority, covered in light, hidden in this sacred protection of my creator and ancestral guardians of truth. It's like, damn. Wow. Wow. You know what? I was thinking about sending a message to the monitoring spirits. But guess what? Ancestors must have been them saying something. Putting it on my mind, like, what is the neighbors involved? We have a Russian lady. She's a neighbor. She's here. Jesus Christ. Triggering all of these people. But they monitoring in on my business. They monitoring this energy. Is what I'm picking up. But they triggered. Okay, well, good. Return to sender. At the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we got a message from a passed over loved one. Okay, they could be a message about this social exclusion or smear campaign, attempting to discredit you through groupthink, silencing your truth, or making you a target. Triggering insecurity, your presence becomes a mirror to their lack of healing, courage, or truth, and the unhealed self responds with shade. Truth speaker exposed you. Okay, so truth speaker expose whoever it is that have a problem. Okay, red flag. Okay, yeah, I've been getting red flags, and that's why people's name come up on the table, because I'm feeling your energy. You don't even have to say anything. It's just your presence. Okay, so we have 3 kids, and so we have a neighbors involved. So with this hate, return to sender at the bottom of the deck. Monitoring spirits, Russian lady. Okay, it's cool. Let's do it. Let's find out. Okay, so we're gonna return all negative thinking, thoughts, words back to the sender. So when you end up with these 9 of Swords in your neck, you know what I'm saying, in your back, on your table, on your name, then I don't want to hear it. You want to be a part of the hate campaign. Okay, for what? Because hate was beautiful. But anyway, we're going to find out. What is this message from the ancestors? Okay. What a message do you have us for the message from the past over loved one? They saying something Valley of Shadows. This bugaboo. Okay, so there's a bugaboo. Is going through a valley of shadows. Step into the evolving valley of shadows. Here fears are faced, and the courage is forged dimly lit paths. Okay, so somebody is in their shadows. They insecure. They facing um valley of shadows. So they in a dark space. Okay. Okay. So tell me about this social exclusion or smear campaign. A bugaboo. Somebody's bugging folks. They's a bugaboo. That's y'all friend. This is so the bugaboo is these neighbors' friend. Part of this monitoring spirit smear campaign of a because of a truth speaker is about to expose you. Okay, yeah. Social exclusion or smear campaign. Recording, announcement, expressions revealing. Okay. Okay. So good. They're here. They're monitoring. Okay, they're recording. Good. I'm recording as well. Okay. And trust yourself. You better believe it. Okay. Absolutely. Supposed to be some sort of insecurity. It must be some type of truth, because the truth transform and rise at the bottom of the deck. See what's real. Okay, so this is the time for everybody to see what's real. Okay, so they're triggering some insecurities are being triggered. Okay, somebody's insecurities are being triggered. I always wonder, how does this look? It's like, what is this monitoring spirit looking like? Like, how did you get the information to be looking in on people's private um, situation? I guess it's a private club. It's part of a smear campaign. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck it says haters. Okay, so you're part of the hate campaign. You're part of the haters club. So the haters club have surveillance into people's homes, recordings into people's homes. Okay, so they can hear, watch. I don't know. What are they doing? We can find out though. Let's see. Triggering insecurities. Your presence becomes a mirror, wow, to their lack of healing, courage, or truth. And the unhealed self responds with shade. Okay, that's good to know. That is amazing to know. So let's find out what energy it comes around this insecurity. Being a mirror. Being a mirror to me would be looking in the mirror and seeing something beautiful. Being a mirror of me would be looking in the mirror and seeing intelligence. Looking in the mirror to me will be triggering insecurity. A situation is about to explode. Shit's about to pop off in flames. Triggering insecurity. Okay. All right. Let's find out. Okay, so shit's about to explode. There's a frost of stillness. So everybody's kind of like frozen at this time. Frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, whereas the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. Okay, so everybody is like, oh my God, I'm being monitored now. I'm supposed to be monitoring this person on the smear campaign, right? Now I'm being monitored, and I don't even have a camera or a recording. She's about to explode. It's about to, I don't know. That's what it says. We're going to clarify. So, but we did see plans interrupted and busted over here, red-handed. Okay, we did get this energy right here. It said it. It's been coming out damn near every reading, and it's been just that. Whatever's been going on, Ancestors has been picking up on it right away. I thank God for my gifts because I be so busy, and already knowing the tea. So somebody's sitting back. That's a familiar face to me. They already know. Okay. When I see that face, then it's like, okay, I'm not alone. All right. So let's see. I'm not alone anyway because my ancestors is here. Okay. So truth, a speaker. Clarify this truth speaker. Please, Spirit, clarify this truth speaker for the collective. Hold on one second. Coach up. They said, okay, hold on. Yeah, it's a legacy, girl. You are a keeper of secrets. Yeah, somebody got divorced. Somebody broke contract with somebody. Somebody said, you know what? I'm out of here. Somebody said, you know what? This is too much. There's an investigation going on. Okay, yeah. Somebody is peeping game. They like, and that's frost of stillness. Somebody real is like, this is a sex shop. Okay, so this y'all are part of this lay up, have sex, think negative thoughts, sexually protected. So this true speaker that's exposing you is sexually protected. Okay. I consider myself as a true speaker. And yes, I'm definitely protected in more ways than one. All right. It sounds like somebody is out there that set some folks up for a fall because I'm getting red flags. I'm seeing red flags already. And I think when somebody had a frost of stillness, they picking up red flags too. But I don't know. So somebody broke contract. So I don't know. So maybe somebody backed up and said, no, I'm cool. Okay, so let's see red flag. What's going on with this red flag? Okay, fully immersed. Things are getting better. Okay, so things are getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements, one step at a time. Okay, so things are getting better. There are red flags. Okay, I believe things are going to get better because I believe everybody is not a bugaboo. They're just a friend, of a bugaboo. Okay, trust your path. Listen to intuition, seek direction, and embrace discovery. Answers reveal the journey within. Okay, so there is a path where things gets better, even though there are red flags. Of course, things gotta get better. Okay. Did I show you the sexual protection card? So that means I'm getting somebody is around here. It's like it's really a sad situation to be involved with somebody. As a friend is one, but to find a friend that's a bugaboo to other people is another thing. But to be tied to a bugaboo with some sort of sexual addiction, some sexual um plans and situations, that's kind of like taking this shit kind of to a whole nother level. It's like hopefully by the end of this reading, this bugaboo will be sitting by themselves, okay? Because they basically showing you how to be a bugaboo. Basically, they're showing you how to, transform and rise a feather of hope. Tantric sex is sticking out. So both of you, so y'all out there playing with yourselves, thinking negative thoughts. Is that what this says? Mirroring a lack of healing. Yeah. This bugaboo, did she tell you the story? Maybe, I don't know. Y'all know the story of this bugaboo? But anyway, let's find out this neighbor with the 3 kids. I don't know. Somebody's expecting something new, cutting edge. They're part of something new, cutting edge. They said trust the process. Okay. Wow. A cutting edge of something new before it comes to sex and getting a room, a hotel, sweet business, sweet pleasure, a new beginning. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Hold on. Okay, so there's some hurtful events that this person could be going through with this neighborhood with the 3 kids. She's going through some hurtful events here. See this person kind of on fire, playing with fire, getting burnt. Hold on, let me see where this. It says, in heartache, a shadow growth awaits. Let pain refine, not define you, as your brighter days are promised. Oh, wow. So she's been going through some hurtful events. Sorrow heals. Mm, wow. Okay. I hate to see that. I hate to see that. I call them my blessed answers of hidden love. Thank you for your sacred knowledge, wisdom, and strength. Guide my hand, heart, and spirit, and walk with me as I heal my shadow of, let me see which one I got. Persecution. I'm free to express my true self without the fear of judgment. Okay, and walk with me as I heal this neighbor with 3 kids that is going through something hurtful and sorrowful. Sorrow heals. Because peace is my birthright. Healing is my birthright. Being a healer is my birthright. I say amen, and so it is. I say amen, and so it is. Okay. So we're going to go over here and clarify these spirit Shadows aspect. This monitoring spirit shadow aspect. Okay. So the monitoring spirit shadow aspects is spiritual invasion. Okay. Energetic mimicry, energetic mimicry. Okay. Dream hacking, stagnant cycles, delayed timing, spiritual spying via people, generational gateways. Okay, so this is clarified by open doors. Okay, so this is like literally, this is like being in a situation is trigger manipulation, is false comfort, resistance to deliverance. Yeah, so it's like it's supposed to be an uncomfortable situation, but if you don't have anything to hide, then it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but by this door being open right here, I'm glad I'm glad to be doing this video. Okay. I'm glad to be doing this video because it's definitely an invasion of privacy. And if it wouldn't have came out, yeah, somebody know they fucked up now. Somebody know they fucked up because they opened up a door. They had no idea that it was going to show that these monitoring spirits was going to come out in this reading. They thought it was supposed to be some type of game where it's supposed to be some type of speaking negative. But then speaking negative, it can, like this neighbor here with the 3 kids, it's bringing hurt and harm to other people, not just the person that they're expecting for it to hit. So it's like everybody's joining this hate campaign, but what happens when the hurt is and the pain is sitting on your doorstep, coming through your door, hurting you, and it's supposed to be funny because I hold secrets. I mean, I could be sitting back. My gifts that I have could be in the hands of the wrong person, and they can be doing some real serious harm with the knowledge and the gifts that I have. But I'm doing it to help people and to heal myself and other people. But what these people are trying to do, they don't have gifts, so they're trying to make it feel like something's wrong with my gifts. But my gifts is exposing the very thing that this person is doing, hurting people, exposing people sexually, exploiting people, and teaching them to do things and be a part of things that's not healthy for yourself or for your children to even be around. And it's just like, I'm glad to be here. Yeah, that opening that door it is a door. This door makes it real with these monitoring spirits here, because this is what people need to see. Because when you hear people talk about monitoring spirits, it's almost like you can't talk about it unless you have the facts and the proof. Okay? It is an open door. It's a door that has not been approved to be open. I don't approve anyone to be monitoring me in my home where I live, in my space. So you being here trying to come with somebody who is a menace to society, I don't know what they told you. But I don't have to say anything negative about someone. The cards will speak for themselves when it's time to clarify. Okay? But at the same time, yeah, this monitoring spirit shadow aspect is spiritual invasion. So you are part of spiritual invasion. Everybody that's in this reading that's thinking they finna come and harm me. Okay? So anyway, let's go ahead and let's get this Russian lady. She's here again. Okay, she could be here for growth potential. Okay, there's some red flags here. Maybe, I picked up in the last reading, somebody halfway don't want to hear about it in reverse. She do want to hear about it. Matter of fact, it was in reverse. So let's see. There's a commitment that she has. Commitment to this next stage in your development. and there will be a promise fulfillment in some form. Okay, so you committed to something, and there is supposed to be a promise that's supposed to be filled in some form, one way or another. Okay, so you're here for a promise. This person is here because they're going through some hurtful situation. They feel hurt heals something that they're going through with someone. It's almost like somebody's getting forced to do something in that situation. But so there's more neighbors involved. Maybe this could be the two that's here so far. Um, I don't know. Just say neighbors involved. Okay, so this could be the two. Let's see. Clarified neighbors. Okay, so we have serene haven. Embrace tranquility as your refuge, where serene blossoms and peace enfolds your being. Okay, so this is the energy of reflection and being at peace in the process, enjoying the peace is what I would like to say. Because even though this boat looks like it's been through alone a lot of trips, a lot of damage, a lot of situations, a lot of been around a long time. But it's at a place of peace now. And it's reflecting itself in the waters. So there could be some neighbors that's involved that's just sitting there quiet looking like, oh my God, like I'm being seen for exactly who I am. I'm like I'm getting some people feel like they're being looked at, they're being seen for who they are. They're being reflected as the people that they're hanging around with. I mean, it's like the exact, because it's like if you would, when you look at this picture, this is an exact image of the boat reflected in the water, the sky, and everything. This is like being mirrored. They're being mirrored back to who they are based on who they hanging around with. Dang. Okay, so let's see. Let's get into it. The bottom of the deck. The bottom. Okay, so we got two bottoms of the deck. Something is almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Then on the other side, we have cavern of secrets, where it says unveil hidden wonders within the shadowy depth of the enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. So secrets and the concealed wisdom. So it's like information is finna be revealed. It says true secret exposed you. So this is what this ancestor, this message, this is what this is about. Being exposed. That's what they finna come through. That's what the cards say. Okay, because there is a keeper of secrets here. It's not all silence is forgetfulness. So not everything is supposed to be forgotten. Some truths wait for the soul ready to receive them. So what everybody's seeing here, reflecting back, seeing that this as a reflection, then I guess it's time. Right? I guess it's time for you to receive the message. However, whatever plays out, however, whatever the ancestors want you to know. First of all, they want you to know that this message is from a passed over loved one, that there's a bugaboo here. This person is, y'all know what a bugaboo is. Okay? So this person is considered as a bugaboo. Y'all friends with a bugaboo. Okay? That means the bugaboo is going to bug you, and it's going to be like they ain't going to stop bugging you until, you know, they going to always be in your midst, always be in your presence. Like you, bugaboo is like a booger stuck on your finger. You can't wipe it off. You can't get it off. You can't shake it off. You can't wash it off. It's just gonna be there forever. It's gonna be fucking. It's annoying. That's what a bugaboo is. So a lot of you probably already have been annoyed. I think I've had one of the energies on this table already where this person was a bugaboo. You know, it's like I'm feeling the energy with this one person here where it's like they kind of was tired of not really wanting to be in this situation. You know, they was saying the energy I was picking up, but then I see they decided to commit to a journey. They didn't say commit to a journey, but they committing to something. Okay, so whatever that is, it could be to this smear campaign. So anyway, let's find out. Let's pull a couple more energies around this bugaboo. Okay, not they was getting a room. They not getting a room now. Okay, because we got getting a room in reverse. Okay, it says hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure. Yeah, it's in reverse. So they're not getting a room now. They were supposed to get a hotel room. Everybody's supposed to be in there. I don't know. So this bugaboo not getting a room. Okay. Tell me more. Tell us more. What's going on? Cavern the secrets. Okay, so I guess this person is not. Are they getting a room? Or they not getting a room? I could have the deck upside down, but it says not getting a room, but they could be getting a room. They could be in their feelings, but they cavern of secrets came out, which means they got a cavern of secrets right here. And this speaks of unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depth of enigmatic secrets. Then conceal wisdom. So again, something's coming out about this person. They probably are getting a room, but it says it's not because it's in reverse. So maybe they was, they not, maybe they not for now and we'll do it later. I don't know. But the plan was to get a room. Okay. They could be in their feelings or they could not be. I just turned the deck upside down. Okay, they're being careful now. They're being cautious. See? They're being cautious. They're in their feelings, but they're being real careful. I would hate to have seen this in reverse. Them not being in their feelings and not being cautious. Take it how it resonates. Okay, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But know that these two are here. Somebody's in their feelings and they're being cautious. Okay, so I don't know. Already knowing the tea. So somebody down here, somebody down here sipping their tea, saying they already know the tea. Say somebody already know the tea, but do you know the tea? Do everybody know the tea? Because my ancestors keep me up on the tea. Okay, that's how. So there's a recording. Trust yourself. So something is supposed to be recorded. Okay, something is being recorded. I got that from a different reader earlier today too. Like somebody else, they're supposed to be recording. Okay, good. I'm always on recording. So it's like answers unfold. Okay, so somebody's mind is going to be blown back. This man then lost his whole crown. Okay. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. For real, this person really got his whole head just blown off. Okay, so we just gonna go. Dang, I'm getting something is destroyed, shattered, broken, or fucked up. See something, it didn't pop off. I just happened to look and see this is not going how this person planned for it to go. Somebody did not plan for something to go away. Just like I'm getting, because remember we got red flags, and this truth speaker says you expose you. So, and they're sexually protected. Okay, so it says be here and now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. Okay, so we're being called to be present. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is all we clarifying this person. This is a smear campaign. This is this social exclusion or smear energy, attempting to discredit you through group think silencing your truth by making you a target. I don't even know what this is. I heard this was just a hater shadow. Um, could have come from some gang stalking or something. I just said, okay, well, let me just, this could be something that people will do. And look what's coming out. It's actually true. I have to really look that up. It's called something. It's called social exclusion or a smear energy. See, this energy is like, that's a waste of energy. It's like, that's a waste of life. You're going to look back, it's like, would you teach your kids or anybody how to do this? Would you teach them how to carry this energy literally by thinking a group of people think something in silence and making you the target? That's a hater energy. I can imagine somebody coming to me and be like, hey, I want you to be a part of this group, and I'm gonna need you to use your mind, your body, your vessel to smear an energy onto someone. I don't know how somebody would invite this. How will this come about? Attempting to discredit you through think silence, group think, silencing your truth by making you a threat. You can't silence my truth. She didn't tell you that part. No one would ever be able to silence my truth. I made a promise to my ancestors. They've been through it already. They've been silenced. They've been whipped, beat, and threatened, and some even killed because they spoke out. So they never got their story told. Okay, so now it's my turn. And they here to support me. That my story do be told. And it's going to come out a little bit at a time, because I'm not a victim. I'm a victor in my story. So it's lived out every day. You know what I mean? But to know that anybody was a part of this, to join this and create this on anybody, that's not who I am. And I can't even believe that this is even a title of hate. But nonetheless, we're going to move on until shit is about to explode. Shit is about to pop off. Now somebody's feeling insecure and triggered when they were supposed to be coming here triggering this healer who is the mender of soul wounds, trauma, and body memory, is a portal with courage to carry their ancestral dreams with honor, who is the secret keeper of truth, living their legacy, gaining their inheritance through a destined path of a sacred impact, with sacred impact, living with purpose. And you got this bugaboo that's going to just come and bring a bunch of followers with them to come and do what? Be careful who you're following, first of all. They can be leading you to a dead end and leading you off the ledge, leading you to a path that you can never recover from. The same thing that you're joining to do to someone will happen if it was done to you. And you don't have a purpose and you don't have the strength to stand up to someone. And you don't gain the strength. You don't know how to walk away. So because my insecurity triggers someone, what am I supposed to do? That's not my problem. We have monitoring spirits. They in my space. It's open door. I didn't open this door for them. So I'm supposed to be some victim, fall to on my knees in a mercy for what? To shut up? For real? I don't think so. So somebody is being triggered and insecure because they don't know who they are. Because they're a hater. That's not my problem. I didn't make them a hater. I worked for this gift. I had to clean up some shadows and clean up my ways that I chose not to be anymore to earn the gift that I have right now. And unless somebody who living fully 100% in their shadows to come and scare me off of my podium. I mean, make it make sense. Okay? Make it make sense. You choose to be a hater, then you choose to sit in the seat of a hater and have to face what a hater have to face. And unfortunately, it's insecurity and being triggered. So if that's what you are, that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in that seat feeling exactly what you're feeling and right along with this person. Because you haven't healed. And you don't have the courage. And you don't know how to speak up for yourself. And you want to mirror, out of all the people in the world, you want to mirror a fucking bugaboo? Come on. I'm sure there's many other people you can mirror out there. You going to mirror a booger on somebody's finger that they can't flick off in sex shop? What, sex shop? In a sex shop? You done met this person and went through the doors of this sex shop. I don't know. I can't imagine somebody introducing some shit like this to me. It falls under insecurity and triggering. And a sex shop falls out. Adapt and thrive. What does it say? Luck flows with change. Stay flexible. Embrace shifts and learn. Learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. So you're adapting and thriving in a sex shop, being triggered because you're insecure and you're looking for a breakthrough. I'm trying to make sense out of this. I just need to. God said, in all things, get an understanding. Okay. Oh my God, this is funny to me. Like, who in the hell would sign up with some shit like this? Then you got flames of courage. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows of fear. Okay, so somebody got a breakthrough. Somebody is about to say something They're in the sex shop. They are finding a gateway of opportunities. Okay, they in a gate. This is a gateway of opportunities. They like, look, I find 1,000,001 reasons right now to say something. Somebody said, I'm gonna find a reason. This person's mouth is on fire. They insecure, goddammit. They said, I'm breaking through, I'm thriving, and I'm adapt and thrive through this moment here in the sex shop. Shit is about to explode. And here I am down here triggered with insecurities in a sex shop on a hate campaign, smear shit, just fucked up in the mind. They like, okay, it's like, let's go to the gutter with it. But we're going to take your sexual, we're going to take it. We're going to take it through the level. We're going to take it through a different portal. I step through the portal with courage. I carry my ancestors' rings with honor. Through a sex portal? So I'm thinking, how does this make sense, Spirit? Please help me with this. Somebody is triggered with insecurity. Shit is about to explode. They're in a sex shop. They see a magic opportunity because it just fell out and rolled over. Okay, cool. I'm going to roll with it. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just trying to make sense. They're going to adapt and thrive. Now, they look like they've been pretty beat up because this looks like a sail, a boat that it's been sailing, it's been beat, the winds has beat damn near the cover off the boat, off the sail. It's been through something. Okay, so it's been blowing and beat up and beat up and beat up. It's like this going through something over and over again. It's just like a played out record, a played out song. It's just been beat up, is what I'm saying. Through the sex shop. It's like used up. Look how this person is looking. She like, I don't know. If I can see, I can get through it. If I can see through it, I can break through it. But I've been through it. And it's like, I hate to see it. It breaks my heart that this person be going through something through this sex shop, looking like they've been beat up. Okay, they had a hard time. Okay, and they see a gateway of opportunities to speak out and say something. They see many opportunities, too many reasons why. Okay, and somebody is wanting to gain a flame of courage to speak out. They gonna say something. They thinking about it right now. Cause shit is about to explode. Okay, I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know where, but somebody gonna say something. Look at this flame coming out this person's mouth. I don't know if I should clarify a couple of these or what, but we're gonna keep riding through. I'm gonna keep pushing. Cause somebody promiscuous. Look, you got promiscuous here. Somebody angry, they mad. They mad at me. They promiscuous. Look at them. They've been used and abused, baby, in this sex shop. They've been really used up. Okay. Whew. I hate that. Because of the hater is insecure. Because the hater don't feel good about themselves. It's not that you don't feel good about yours, but they don't feel good about themselves, so they use people. They use people to misuse them. Like they trying to do with this truth speaker here, but they're sexually protected. Okay. So we have the sexual protection here with this truth speaker. Expose you. Okay, so let's get some information. Let's get some energy around this. Clarify spirit, please. What do you want to expose about this person? They learning secrets. Somebody's learning secrets at the bottom of the deck. They're listening. Somebody is learning secrets. Okay, behind the veil. Welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. Okay, so something's happening behind the veil, right? Something's happening behind the veil over here with this insecurity at this sex shop. Okay, so that's something that's like behind the veil. And I think with the true speaker expose you, it's like sexually protected, which lets me feel that you need to know that you're safe in this space right here. Nobody's going to harm you here. No one's going to use you. Because look, I'm looking at this. This is sad. This is somebody's hiding. That person that looked to beat up over there now. Like they nothing like they being beat up. Like they just been used. And not, you know what I'm saying? You don't use human being. Right? But I'm getting in that sex shop, just through some of the other readings, some of the doors that they have opened in that sex shop was not. But there is a feather of hope. Okay, grasp the feather of hope, a delicate symbol, upward promise, and an unfilling future. Okay, you do. There is hope here. All right. Okay, so that's that. On the bottom of the deck. There was some other energy came out too. So there's a mountain of mastery here. So something is to be mastered. Okay, shield of resilience, and then we have a gentle release. So behind the veil, structural protection behind the veil. It says mountains of mastery. It said ascend outward. It said ascend toward self realization and triumph, guided by stoic presence of a mastery mountain pathway. So this is somebody mastering something. This true speaker has mastered something, right? This is a mountain of mastery. Like they've been through a lot. They learned a lot. They mastered something in this. And then it has shield of resilience. Enjoy your shield of resilience and guarding against external pressure. External pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. So it's like master guarding yourself. So this person's mastered guarding themselves. Mastered guarding themselves behind this veil from people, like how to protect yourself, how to guard yourself, how to stand up for yourself, how to acknowledge yourself, how to stand up for yourself, how to be yourself, how to stand up for yourself, right? In this situation behind this veil over here, if this is related to this person right here, and being completely open and vulnerable to shielding yourself, understanding you are somebody and that what you feel matters, and what you think matters, and what you want matters, and no matter what nobody say, what you feel is, it matters. Yeah, because this is with this shield of resilience right here. This is somebody who's like cut off from the outside world. They in their own bubble, right? But being in your own bubble means you want to be protected from people on the outside, and people in that space over here. It's definitely somewhere that you want to be protected from, is what I'm getting. And there's a gentle release here. It says, "Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysteries." Mysterious currents. So it's like surrender to the moment, the power of now. Be here and now. Release, gentle release. So you're supposed to be gentle releasing something. With this true speaker exposing you and being guarded behind a veil and covering yourself and shielding yourself and releasing yourself to the point where it metals a moment where bask in the moments of bask in the moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. So this is a place where you just able to relax and just relax, release, however that works. Things are getting better, trust your path, but we have some red flags here. Okay, so let's see. What is surprise? There's a red flag sitting here in the middle of this reading. Open the door to monitoring spirits. Aspect spiritual invasion, energetic mimicry. Okay, so it says falling apart, falling into pieces, red flags. So somebody's falling apart, falling into pieces. They could realize that, I don't know, this is a surprise that somebody's red flag. Somebody's falling into pieces. This is a surprise. So I said, what's the surprise about this red flag? Things are getting better. They're trusting their path. The surprise is someone's falling into pieces. They have a clear mind. Their mind is clear, swept away with doubt that you have known that you are right. Okay, so somebody is clear and have a clear mind about somebody being right about something. We have red lipstick stains, which is some sort of evidence. Okay, right here at the bottom of the deck. We have these chess pieces where it could have been something planned, planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. Okay, so you could have you see the evidence. Okay, you see something clearly. You could be falling apart. You could have been awakened to your fake friends. Okay, you could see a new world of possibilities. Okay, you could hate nothing about you, or you could hate nothing about someone. And that you could be adapting to the transformation. Okay, from the valley of shadows. Okay, because you could have been completely in the dark about something. There was no light whatsoever in that dark space. Okay, yeah, and then you got fake friends, new worlds. Okay, so it's like it's starting to become clear to you about some friends. Somebody could be in watching shit go down, enjoying, taking precaution. watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip, watching the drama, fulfilling the fantasy, setting the record straight. They cautious. Okay, red lipstick stains about a private relationship. Somebody who's pregnant. Somebody already knowing the tea. They're tired of transition, and they don't want to hear it about this union of groove. This unity of groove with creating a new identity with a seed of potential. Somebody being on a steady progress. They're hearing what is unsaid about somebody steady as they go. So it's like somebody waking up. They took somebody on a journey to take somebody even further down a rabbit hole and to continue to pollute the mind and the body along with their own polluted ways. And yeah, they have to take precautions now because now they've been awakened and they've seen to who they were. This person is falling apart now because somebody else sees something clearly, and this wasn't the plan. Somebody see them for exactly who they were and look who they are. I mean, if you see yourself as this person falling apart, then know that you was mirroring someone who looks just as you see yourself. How you don't want to see yourself anymore. And somebody's back watching it. Somebody's back watching the popcorn, eating popcorn, watching this go down. Like somebody's watching you, somebody fall apart. Somebody's watching somebody take somebody down a slippery slope, down a dark hole, even further. I mean, it's like just this hate train has been like a train wrecked to hell. It's like, where did it start? God damn it. It's like, where did it start? How far did it go? Where has it been? Okay, because you come to a place now where the light is here. You're at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, somebody got to take precautions. It's still here, just tired of transition. This is a dry place. Look at this. This is a dry place, child. This is somewhere in a mountain. I can't even say what this is. Girl, it ain't a flower. It ain't a lick of green, a grass, a growth, a nothing here. This is dry, barren, dirt, dust, hot, thirsty. It's in a very dry place. Okay, so somebody sees a thirst of water, or something to quench their thirst, or something to clear their mind, or they got a drop of hope where their mind is. It looked like somebody got a drop of hope. Now coming from this, take precautions to this dry place to somebody having a clear mind. It's like they had a drop of water of clarity, and now they sitting in the ocean or sitting in a pool of clear water when coming from a dry, thirsty place. That's a blessing. That's healing. Water is healing. The healer, mender of soul wounds, trauma, and body memory. The healer. Okay, so you could be healed. Feeling healer. The mind could be opened up to another place where it's like, damn, you know? But it's evidence, lipstick stains. Evidence, lipstick stains of a private relationship. That got how it resonate. Could be pregnant. Somebody already know the tea though. Setting the record straight. Somebody already know the tea. They don't want to hear it. That this unity is grooving green. Like they don't want to hear. This is crazy. That this dry, thirsty place can actually have a groove of unity. Look at this. This is completely the opposite. This is green and ain't a piece of dry dirt to be found. Everything is grooving green, flourishing, a breath of. It's like, goddamn, look at God. He is so amazing. Thank you. that this could even be possible. Look at this, goddamn. You got groove. Let me read it. Groove of unity, bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the groove, fostering interconnectedness, harmony among all beings. And we have a rock, basically, a huge, dry rock in the middle of the desert, zoomed in like a place to be. Yeah, and it's like completely the opposite. It's like from water to dry land to water, completely the opposite. Right. So healing in this private relationship. Nobody want to hear that. They did not want to hear you coming into hate and campaign on somebody and end up getting a drop of water in your thirsty place. That was a divine appointment. And they got lipstick stains about that, about this unity of groove. Okay, so that's beautiful. Red flag. That's there, and be clarifying red flag. Got lipstick stains evidence. Or somebody saying something clear. We'll move on. Okay, so now we have this neighborhood. I said neighborhood. The neighbor who is in some hurtful situation. She could be pregnant. She could be pregnant. Okay, maybe not. Clarify this healing heals. Sorrow heals. We got an hour and 11 minutes in. Okay, let's see. Where growth awaits. Let pain redefine, realign. Not define. Let pain refine, not define you as brighter days are promised. Okay, so this is sorrow heals. Sorrow heals. So it's like crying heals. It's like coming to a place where sorrow heals. You know, like crying is healing, right? Sorrow, sadness heals. You already been through something hurtful. Now you could be sorrowful. You could be feeling some sort of healing to crying, right? Clarify. Clarify spirit. Okay, so somebody's not mad. They coming out of anger. We got anger management in reverse at the bottom. Something is manifesting new. Okay, so we got roots of stability, clear your path, vortex of creativity. Someone is not running away. Someone's open to receive. Someone's getting advice. Okay. That's what it say. Okay, so someone's getting advice. Roots of stability. Ground yourself in what matters. You being establishing a stable base from where love and career can bloom. From this dry place, and know that love and career can bloom in these empty roots. Where you can actually, you got roots, they can grow something positive, right? And the path is clear. Embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. So it's like the path is clear, the roots are ready to flourish, vortex of creativity is here, spiral into creative vortex, unleashing imaginative power to manifest your dreams and reality. So the clear path, so the creativity is there. You have the creativity. Someone's not running away. Normally they will run away. So somebody is in a situation where they're staying open to receive. They could be open to receive. Invite abundance with an open arms. Embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life. Okay, so you could be open to receive, not running away. Getting advice, seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. Okay, so you could, yeah, this is good. This is beautiful. So this all fell out. So you could be feeling like, there's been some healing with this crying and these tears, going through some hurtful events and going through some hurtful situations and crying, releasing and realizing that you do still have tears, though you may feel like you've been in a dry desert place, and that you do have something to be grateful for. You do have some ancestors or some family or somebody that that can be there for you, or you are connecting with someone on a different level. Your ancestors could have, I don't know, something with these roots. It's my ancestors part with this roots and stability here. This is the energy of it's connecting to your roots. This is says, I live with knowing that my success, healing, and joy are also yours. Thank you for watching over me. So it's like this is the ancestor could have been watching over this person. There's a portal. I stepped through the portal with courage. So you step through a portal, through somewhere along this energy. You step through a portal. And it connects you to your inheritance and to your legacy and to your impact, where you're able to connect and impact. Those with the roots, you still have something to connect to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clarify this monitoring spirits over here. Spiritual invasion, energetic mimicry. That's a mimicry. 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 Excuse me. What do we got to say about this open door, Lord? Remind and have me to close this motherfucker when I'm done. Dang, this door made it real. Okay, we got soul whispers. Soul is whispering. The monitoring spirits, they not mad no more. They was angry. Okay, good. They came out of this anger. Anger management's in reverse. Soul is whispering. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. Okay, so they not mad. Anger management is in reverse. Look at this. Praise the Lord. Somebody is not angry. Oh my God. They was angry at first. I saw them through them when I was shuffling. I was like, oh, somebody's mad. But they're not mad. They have a plan wisely. So they had a plan. They got a plan. Cultivate success through the meticulous research and plotting your foresight will unveil new paths. So they could be like, they got a new plan now. They got a way of doing something that they're going to plot their way through a plan now. They're not angry. They're no longer keeping a secret. Okay, they could be feeling free to move. They don't look keeping you a secret is in reverse. Free to move. Okay, they could be feeling free to move. It says free to move. Embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. You have fresh ideas. You're not fighting for what you love anymore. Claiming what's yours. Love is the battlefield. That's in reverse. Okay, you could still be duality dancing, seek balance amongst the chaos and find harmony within yourself. So somebody could be making a goal to find harmony within themselves in this situation. Let's get one more energy around this monitoring spirit. What a surprise. Plans interrupted, busted. Wow. Come through, ancestors. I love you guys so much. Okay, so someone's no longer putting on the show. It's in reverse. Nobody wants to put on the show anymore. Fake apologies in reverse. Envy's in reverse. Fake apologies in reverse. Okay. So nobody wants to put on the show no more. They like monitoring spirits like I'm done with putting on the show. That guy resonate. Yeah, they don't want to fight. It says fighting for what you love is in reverse. Calling what's yours. Love is the battlefield. This is in reverse. Love is not a battlefield. There is no more putting on the show. Monitoring spirits. Come through spirit. There's a duality dance now. They could be seeking balance amongst the chaos and harmony within self. So that's good. They finding some type of balance. Very good. Good to know. Hey, monitoring spirit. Very nice. Okay, so there is somebody here who's a Russian lady. This is a lady, okay? She's in a commitment to commit to this next stage in your development and will be a promise fulfillment. Some form soon. Okay? So clarify. What message do you have for this energy here? Commitments. Okay, check yourself in the reverse. Embrace courage. So this person could be not checking themselves. Not checking, not like all up in somebody's business, checking, trying to check. I don't know. Just check yourself. This is like, I don't know, but it's in reverse. Everything just kind of went in reverse here. Somebody connected to their ancestors, their roots, to these hurtful points. They cry and they kind of connected to some growth. Okay, in this private relationship, and somebody don't want to fight anymore. I don't know. They're not angry. I don't know. This Russian lady's here. She's committed to the journey. Check yourself is in reverse. So I don't know. Clarify. What's the root? What's the surprise about somebody not checking themselves? Bottom of the deck. Somebody not in. Is this? I'm gonna leave it upside down. It's okay. Let it be the way it is, because I'm being led to. Someone's keeping a promise. They're not keeping a promise anymore. They're not checking themselves. They're not keeping a promise. Okay. They are. I hate nothing about you. Okay. They could not be hating anyone. It's in reverse. Somebody not keeping a promise. This person over here is not fighting. Someone. I hate. Clarify what this mean. Let me see. I just need to clarify this because I don't know how to say not. I hate you. I hate nothing about you in reverse. It's in reverse. So we'll clarify this in the upright. The King of Cups. Maybe they do hate something about somebody. Okay. I hate everything about you. Somebody's not keeping a promise. And somebody's here mad about that. King of Cups. They hate the situation, the way it's turning out. Okay. Can we get one more energy for this Russian neighbor, please? Somebody see things. Somebody seeking clarity, honey. They're releasing and renewing something. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. They seek clarity. They see clearly now. They seeing something very clear. Seek clarity. Okay. I believe that right there. Release and renew. That's a beautiful energy. Wow, wow, and wow. Very good. That's a beautiful pair of shoes to be standing in and see something very crystal clear. It's like, oh my God, oh my God. That's beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna get one more energy. I think that should be it, but I will want to pull one more just in case. Yeah, vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change. where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Okay, so it's like transforming, going with the clarity that you have, allowing it to form into something new. And you're just going with the fluid of change, going with your emotions. Because sometimes when we be going through something, we could be hard as a rock. Things could be hardening us. But then once we allow a tear to drop or something, and emotions are moving now, so it makes you feel real, and it makes like your tears watering your soul to a unity of groove. You know what I'm saying? Along with this vortex of change, you're going with the flow. What your emotions is allowing it, because you're not as hardened, right? This river of release, this is embracing letting go. Welcome renewal, allowing new energies to shape you. So that's beautiful. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What does it say? Quiet moments. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds true voice. Okay, so now it's like transforming into like, okay, that's a beautiful place. That's where you can listen to your intuition speaks. You know, just in where your heart is open, is pumping. It's like you're connected to who you are, and you're shutting the door on everybody else. hmm You're shutting the door to you're shutting the door now to this monitoring spirit, which gave you a place to find what's inside of you, like what's happening at home. You know that there is love there, there is peace there, there's a gateway of opportunities for that, for things to blossom and grow. Because by being so dry, you couldn't probably feel like it couldn't grow. Something could have been choking the life out of you. Something could have been choking the life out of you. Not literally, but spiritually. That's what it was. It's spiritual, not physical, but it was spiritual. So now your spiritual got is has been can breathe. So now it can grow. Now you can feel the growth. Now you can sense the growth. Now you can see where you've been and where you are now, where there's a lot of gratitude and growth. And just stay in that gratitude for little things. Anytime you see something green, be grateful. See growth. See possibilities. Look for green. Wear green. Be reminded of growth every time you see something green. And be mindful of it being around you. Okay, because that's just a reminder of your unity of groove, and you'll start to see more green. You know, may want to buy a plant or something, or wear green, or buy green or something. Something about this green. Okay, so your quiet moments. Very good. Okay, so next we're gonna go over here to this neighbors involved with the siren energy. Remember, it's like reflecting back on oneself and reflection, because we're leaving here with this quiet moment. So now it's a reflection of who you are and accepting yourself for who you are, understanding your experiences, and being able to see the areas where you may need to water, the areas and the thoughts, the parts of you that you may need to speak life into. It's like looking at this boat, it's been through a lot, right? And reflection. But it's okay to, it's like wearing, is looking at yourself. I'm thinking like people get up in the morning, they put on a lot of makeup to cover the bumps and the bruises, you know, from, could be a pimple or from life or whatever. But just accepting yourself with no makeup on and loving yourself just the way that you are. And then if you decide to put some makeup on, sure, I'll wear it, but I don't have to wear it. I don't have to, I'm not covering up anything anymore because I'm happy with who I am. Whatever I reflect is not to be rejected, but it's to be accepted. Then accepting it, then you choose to change it, but you're not feeling like you're terrible because you're that way, or because you have this, but you're accepting the light and the dark. You're experiencing and you're loving yourself regardless of what you went through. That you have something to not compare to, but you have a space where you can feel in control of nourishing, if that makes sense. And choosing to, take your time. Embrace the solitude. Yeah, embracing the solitude. Even the dry places, embrace the dry places, because this is solitude. It says embrace it, because even though it was dry, it helped you get to understand and appreciate the unity of groove even more, right? So it's like now you get to explore the unity of groove to its fullest, since you've understood the solitude of dryness. That makes sense. Hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, there's a resurrection. Your love story may not have been the way you wanted it to turn out to be, but the love for yourself is more important, right? It's more important, because all that love that you could have been pouring into somebody else can now be used for you. That's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you. You can be very selfish, be careful with that, because you could be like, you don't want to deal with anybody else, but just being able to just pour everything into you, pouring everything into you until every corner of yourself is watered, is nurtured. You're not thirsty, not needing anything, not feeling like you're nothing. Because for somebody to be, to back up a little bit into this situation where just the insecurity where it lies, you have every reason to feel secure, right? Like, what do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What do you need to feel secure? And you don't rely on anyone else to give that to you. You give it to yourself. You tell yourself you have permission to feel secure is your birthright. To feel confident is your birthright. You were born here not to be insecure. You were born to feel secure. You may not have known how to go about it, but once you give yourself permission that it's okay, and then you can start from there with small steps, right? Tell me more. Because it says embrace solitude. I want to show this picture. This is a dry place. But it's not, it's a, I mean, hell, you got some water, you'll be fine. Right? If you got some water in this dry place, it says embrace the solitude. It's not even about being dry. It's like sometimes being in a place and knowing you're by yourself is more like, oh my God, I'm by myself. Nobody loves me. Where's everybody at? No, it's like, no, embrace the time you're alone. Embrace your solid of moments. Don't feel like you need to fill your space with somebody else's being in your space. Fill it with your presence, with your words, your thoughts, what you want, not what you don't have, but what you want and what you need to feel whole and complete. Yeah, dream weaver. And dreaming and imagining, bringing your powerful visualization into reality. Right, absolutely. There you go. Your dreams can become your reality. Now you're at a place of isolation. It's like, okay, let's start with a well or a refrigerator with some ice in it and a table and an umbrella so we can sit back and have a cold glass of water and think about this desert. And how the hell we finna get out of here? Maybe put it on wheels so we can roll it up out of here. You know what I'm saying? However, whatever you need to get, what you need to get to where you need to go. It's your world. It's your reality. Hey, make it whatever you need. And that desert of isolation, you have it. Give yourself a glass of water. Make it, embrace it. Okay, I don't have it, but I'm gonna make it work. If I'm, draw a glass of water or something. Okay, my imagination is Yeah, Dreamweaver. So just however you want it, because it's putting you on the right track. It says embrace solitude. Dreamweaver came out, and then it says right track. So whatever dream that you come up with, you're on the right track because okay, it's like moving to an apartment or moving to a home and you have no furniture, no dishes, no nothing. You just have an empty house, but it's yours, right? So what would it's like you going to start imagining what you want. You're going to start looking for what you want, right? You're going to start making the best out of your empty place the best way you can, right? So that's how you start to build yourself up into the person in the way, in the direction you want to go on the right path, which is to resurrection. Praise the Lord. And higher wisdom. Let me show you this picture. Right path to resurrection. Right path to higher wisdom. I'm going to read this and then I think that's it. Explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizon. Yeah. This is the best place you can ever be. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like once you start that, it's like sky is the limit at that point because you got your peace, you got your solitude, you're resurrected, you have growth, you have unity, you're on the right path, you have your imagination, you understand where you've been, now know where you're going. Then it's like okay, then you come into a higher knowing of yourself as well. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and that's it. I don't think you can come. Yeah, there's total drama. Action is in the reverse. So there is no total, there's no drama, and there is no action. Okay? There's nothing to look forward to. It's just you've been resurrected. Situation has been resurrected. Okay, has been healed. That's a great way to end this reading. Okay, so now I'm going in and I'm going to call Oh, my blessed ancestors of healing love, I thank you for your sacred knowledge, wisdom, and your strength. Walk with me as I heal my shadows of fear. I authentically share my true self with the world. Fear of visibility. I confidently share my authentic self with the world. Unfulfilled potential. I embrace and nurture my inner talents and allowing them to flourish. Soul contracts. I honor and release past soul contracts that no longer serve my highest good. Persecution. I am free to express my true self without fear or judgment. Okay, and we have loss. I cherish connections, understanding that love transcends time. Martyrdom. Sacrificing personal needs excessively in the past. Control issues. I trust the flow of life and release the need to control. Self-sacrifice. I honor my needs and balance them with the needs of others. Trauma. I greatly heal past traumas, feeling safe and secure in the present. Okay? Walk with me as I heal my shadows. I mean, just collective shadows, the neighborhood, the neighbors, the Russian lady, the monitoring spirits, the truth speaker, the red flags, the neighbor with three kids, the triggering insecurity, social exclusion or smear campaign, a message from the past over loved one, bugaboo, okay, resurrection, right path, dream weaver, embrace solitude, siren, haven, quiet moments, vortex of change, seek clarity, King of Cups. I hate nothing about you. Keeping a promise. Check yourself. Commitment. Roots of stability. Getting advice. Open to receive. Running away. Vortex of creativity. Clear the path. Sorrow heals. Private relationships. Love of grounded. Love. excuse me. Groove of unity. Take precaution. Lipstick stains. Falling apart into pieces. Clear mind. Trust your path. Getting better. Fighting for what you love in the reverse. Putting on a show, keeping you a secret, anger management, open doors, metals of moment, gentle release, shield of resilience, mountain of mastery, behind the veil, sexual protection, flame of courage, gate of opportunity, winds of fortune, magic opportunity, sex shop, a situation about to explode. Here, be here and now. Answers unfold. Trust yourself. Announcement, expression, revealing, recording. Cavern of secrets, getting a room. Bug a boot. Okay, plans interrupted, busted. X, the legacy, the keeper of secrets, the portal, the healer, and the purpose. I live with purpose. All right. I'm gonna heal the mother's and the father's wounds. The healing of father's wound. It says emotional absence or neglect, harsh discipline, criticism, withheld affection, generational silence and avoidance, inherited fear or shame of unworthiness, hypermasculinity or fear of vulnerability, lack of identity, structure, or rooted protection. Affirmations. I am worthy of protection, presence, and provision. I, I, re, I release the abandonment, silence, and hardness passed through the masculine line. Healing of the mother's womb, emotional codependency and enmeshment, unprocessed grief and inherited guilt, fear of abandonment and rejection, suppressed feminine intuition and power, mother's wounds passed down through silence, martyrdom or something, unworthiness and shame about birthright or existence. Affirmation. I honor the sacred portal from which I've come. I am one with the universe because abundance is my birthright. Divine wisdom flows through me effortlessly because abundance is my birthright. I am connected to my higher self because abundance is my birthright. I surrender to the guidance, to my inner guidance, and I trust my path because abundance is my birthright. My intuition is strong and trustworthy because abundance is my birthright. I see clearly with my inner wisdom because abundance is my birthright. My mind is open to divine sight because abundance is my birthright. I am in tune with inner knowing because abundance is my birthright. I speak my truth with clarity and confidence because abundance is my birthright. My voice matters and I am heard because abundance is my birthright. I express myself freely and authentically because abundance is my birthright. I listen with an open mind and heart because abundance is my birthright. I give and receive love effortlessly because abundance is my birthright. I am worthy of deep unconditional love because abundance is my birthright. I choose compassion and understanding because abundance is my birthright. My heart is healed and whole because abundance is my birthright. I am strong and confident and powerful because abundance is my birthright. I trust myself and my decisions because abundance is my birthright. I am worthy of success and happiness because abundance is my birthright. I claim my power and embrace purpose because abundance is my birthright. I embrace my creativity with passion because abundance is my birthright. My emotions flow freely and harmoniously because abundance is my birthright. I allow myself to experience joy and pleasure because abundance is my birthright. Creativity flows effortlessly through me because abundance is my birthright. I am safe, secure, and deeply rooted because abundance is my birthright. My foundation is strong and unshakable because abundance is my birthright. My mind and body is grounded in the present because abundance is my birthright. I trust in the abundance of the universe because abundance is my birthright. I say amen, and so it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull an angel number and pull some ancestral messages. 1111. Ultimate activation portal. Your manifestations are speeding up. The universe is responding quickly. Keep your energy high and focused. All right. I'm going to pull a couple more ancestors messages, and then I'm going to close out the reading. One, two, three. That's enough right there. Okay, so let's see. It says, I speak through dreams. This is what you've seen. Okay, so this was a dream. This was a vision. Clear thought. Not every ancestor was wise. Let stillness reveal what noise hides. Your spiritual gifts are a return, not a trend. You've done it before, now do it again, deeper. Okay? Signs your ancestors are near. Let me see. What are some signs that your ancestors are near? You may have a scent that reminds you of an ancestor. You may hear a song that reminds you of someone. You may smell, hear, anywhere, use any of your senses that may come through that may bring awareness to your ancestors are near. A song, a smell, something you see that someone like, um, a sound. You may hear their voice, or you may hear someone call your name in a voice that you recognize. Then those are also ways that your ancestral gifts are awakening as well. You may be able to hear, or you may be able to feel, or you may get chills or something like that. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, for being here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.